Hari Om. So I hope we will be starting the recording also of the session. Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis. So thanks for joining back today. Yes. Hari Om. So let us start this session also with the Prarthana prayer. Okay. So coming to the Namaskara Mudra. Om Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayana Samarambham Vyasa Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Okay, so a quick revision that we are going to do today again. Okay, Sanviji, Akshadji, you can also turn your videos. Yes, right. Sanviji, now tell me the skills required by the storyteller, which we have seen yesterday. What are all the skills required by the storyteller? Quick revision. It's okay if you can refer your. Yes. It's okay, you can refer. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
They should be like very attentive and they should see if the listeners are listening or not.
Okay, good.
They should have different voices and expressions while telling the story.
Okay. Okay, Akshadji, you can continue, no problem. Akshadji, you can continue further.
They have to have body language.
Correct. Very nice. They should have a body language. They should not cling to their fingers, face, body. Correct. Next. Good listening skills. You should not forget, that is the first important thing. Good listening skill. First. Second, excellent reading habit. I told you to read daily one book, isn't it? Excellent reading habit. Positive. Sorry, go ahead. That is the technique how to say, right? Yeah. And then positive. First, we discussed about positive attitude. When somebody is saying something and you are something wrong, it's okay. You accept. Have a positive attitude. Don't be very serious and say no, this, that, right? Positive attitude. Good observation skills. I told you to observe everything in the room and close your eyes and right. Observation skills. Then good memory, right? I told you to check have good memory when I'm saying something. Ravana married Shurpanaka. If you say something else, that's wrong, right? So good memory skills, and you should have a lot of patience when others are talking, right? Patience, and you should have a good vocabulary. For that, you should read a lot of books. And I already told one thing: good voice modulation, right? And then we did exercises on voice modulation. If you remember, we took a lot of deep breaths, pranayama, and after pranayama, we did the sound, various sound. Okay, now again question, Akshadji. So what is the character that we use to start from the stomach? What are all the characters that you think we can, where the sounds start from the stomach?
Big voice.
Correct. Very
Loud
nice.
voice.
Like elephants, some loud ones that we can raise the voice from the stomach. Amazing. Right. Next, Sanviji, from the chest.
Like for funny sounds and all.
No, that's throat. For the chest, we should say like king. You feel that you are a king and you feel that you are empowered. Something, right? You take it from the chest. And from the throat, she said funny or sometimes villainous characters, some very crooked characters, right? Okay, fine. And Akshadji, what is the other voice from the throat, from the nose, sorry, nose.
Funny, like Joker.
Yes, funny. Now Akshayji will make us something from the nose. Can you try, Akshayji, from the nose? It's okay. Come on, we learned it yesterday. No, you need not want to hold. Just speak out. Let's see how it comes. Something funny. You would have watched something. You would have read something. You would have heard something very funny.
I don't know. I cannot just make that sounds from my nose.
Sanviji, go ahead. You can. Something from the nose.
Hello.
Okay. So some dialogue, if you can remember from something. Medha Shakti. You should be able to retell it. Hi, this is something like this. This is a funny rabbit. So it should be from the nose. Can you hear me? So you should feel the take breaths from the nose and speak. Okay. And final one is from the head. So the head where we made sound, right? Some you feel the vibration here, the buzzing bee kind of thing, right? So that the characters from the head, it can also be sometimes villainous characters. I told you the giants which come and so many things, right? Right.
The bossy characters also.
Bossy characters also. Finally, tell me now the important 5 R's. Who is going to tell me 5 R's? Yeah, go ahead, Sanviji. 5 R's.
Retaining, recalling, retelling, read, and write.
Okay, so did any one of you read any story yesterday? Did you read? Okay, good. So we do keep sharing sometimes when you read something to the group so that they can also read from that book. It will be very nice. We can do that. Okay. Now, getting into the storytelling process. What is the storytelling process? Storytelling process means first identify what you want to tell. For example, it can be some stories based upon what you have seen in your past, one, or it can be some story where you have read from the book, two, or it can be some story what you heard from your grandparents, right? Or you want to give some message to the society, to the age children, or to somebody. You can tell that. So you need to decide the theme, one. Second, you need to decide as per the age. For example, Sanviji is of different age. Our Akshayji is of different age. For example, if I go and tell some stories to schools, we do some stories tellings to school also, right? Then in the school network drive, what we do, we see the age. For example, for LKG children, we tell a story. That's in a different way. The body language is different. I use many of my hand gestures. I change my voice modulations often, and I make them to listen to me. So that is different way, LKG. Or for some children who are little elder, like fourth, third, fourth, fifth, I do not use more of the eyes and body language. Instead, I make them think more. I keep asking questions in between because that age tends to go out sometimes and the mind doesn't allow them to listen. So I keep asking questions and make it interactive, right? And the little elder, more elder children, we tell them stories based upon their age where they can think, relate, and they can use it in their life, right? So you should know who is your audience. Based on that, you should narrate, your body language should change, right? That is the second. Next, how to find a story. What do you think? How to find a story, Aksharji? How to find a story that you want to say?
We should just search in the storybook, and if we find any story that we like, we can say.
Okay, nice. Sanviji?
we can ask the audience to decide which story they want. If we find a lot of stories which are nice, then we can ask them to choose which one they want.
Then the polling will take a lot of time, and you should be prepared for that, isn't it? Okay, no problem. Nice. I'm sorry. It is Shriyansh, right?
Shreyansh, it's not allowing me to rename myself.
That's what everybody is saying. I don't know. Yeah, you can go ahead. What do you think? How to find the story, perfect story that you want to narrate that day?
To find the story, you should first think of any recent stories that you've heard. And then you should think of stories which are suitable for the audience. Say, if they're, say, 5 years old, a certain type of story would suit them. 10 years old,
So, right.
15, 20, and so you should think about the audience and what story the audience would need.
So,
and then based on that, you have to tell the story.
So what I would tell you is we should prepare a lesson plan first. Okay. What we should do is prepare a lesson plan. Make a plan for narrating a story. Okay. You can use some books like how Shreyansh said, what you read recently, or some newspaper somewhere you read something, or some book from the library, or some other story which your teacher has read you. So you should make a lesson plan of what you want to do first. After that, you need to prepare for telling. So how do you think you can prepare for telling, Sanviji?
We can try practicing it in front of the mirror and recording it.
Okay. So, Shreyansh, yourself.
You can first you can prepare it, and then you can make an audio recording of yourself saying it, and then you listen back to it, see what corrections you need to do. Then you can do it to, say, a family member, or you can just go, say, to ChatGPT and listen to my story or something, and then it'll give you feedback on it. So
So what I would request you all to do is first, whatever you want to, for example, if I am choosing an audio, for example, there are so many audio books, if you would have known. So the audio books, I keep listening again and again because the audio books themselves, there are a lot of different modulation. So they read with a lot of good modulation for each characters. So I listen to it many times so that it goes into me. Because suddenly you cannot change the voice there. Like yesterday, if you missed, you should have watched it. The tree and the boy. You cannot give the boy's voice to the tree, tree's voice to the boy. So it keep changing on the moment, right? So you need to practice well. So for you use the audio book, you keep listening to it. One, if it's not audio book, like you said, you can practice and record. Second, sometimes what I do, I meditate on it. As in, I close my eyes, I go through the sequence because you cannot carry a book and read there. Hey, this is this, this is this. Nobody will listen. So you need to meditate as in close your eyes and keep moving the scene by scene, scene by scene, scene by scene. Okay? That is one way. And another way is you make a chart. This is very useful for many have seen, like my contemporaries who are on to storytelling. What they are doing is they make, in computers, they have algorithms, right? Flowchart. So like that, we make charts. In the charts, we keep drawing some stories. You might have read the stories where, okay, Shriyansh, okay, right, no problem, right. So, it is not Shriyansh, correct. Yeah, right. I know I have called you Shriyansh. It's okay. So in the chart, you can just draw this person, this person, this person, small characters, and in between narration. So like that you can chart, or you can make short notes. You remember in school days, now also you are all in school children, you write short notes, right? Tuck, 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 tuck. This. So like this short notes. And if you forget something also, you can refer the short note. It will be just this much, some sticky notes or something, right? So this is how we prepare usually for storytelling. What is it? Listen to the audiobook if it's audiobook, or if it is a book, you just close and imagine the scenes. Or if you can make a chart and draw and understand it much better. Or the final way, you can write in a sticky note some important points, some important notes alone, and go with it, right? You can do any way. So, however, you need to know the underlying character first, okay? And then you need to know how to narrate it. That is very important. Next, how do you narrate? Just sitting like this? No, nobody will listen. Instead, you need to use the space and the movement. For example, I don't, because it's online, I could not do it. Usually in the sessions, what we take, we don't sit at all. We keep walking. We keep going along with the children. As in, wherever they are sitting, we walk along with them. If they want to stand and listen also, we allow them to stand. They want to jump and listen, allow them to jump. We go along with the children. We walk on the corridor. We do all the way. So a storyteller should not restrict to one place. He need to use the floor, or even if we have done open spaces, grass, like I have done it in the park. So I used to make them jump and do that and this and so for the stories. I take the book along. I show them which book I'm following. Also, I give them the book and I narrate it in my way, so that they know what it is. That there are a lot of colorful pictures, right? And then they will be seeing that and listening to me, and I will be giving them all the stories. It is very interesting. So that also we do. Or sometimes we do it along with the ponds and the streams, right? Where it is some birthday parties, they do it near the ponds and the streams. So like some clubhouse or somewhere. So like that, you should see a place where it is spacious to tell a storytelling, right? You cannot constrain to this. This is a very small room actually. On sitting, that nobody will be interested. Okay. Next, very important one, use gestures. Not necessarily hand. You can use it with respect to the top, the some puppets also. And one more important point, you should not use too much gestures. Not simply, oh, ma'am said, you need to use hand gestures. You know what happened that day? This day, nobody will be interested. The gesture has to be appropriate and controlled. Okay, you cannot be keep moving the hand here and there. They will be distracted, right? They will not listen to your story. So use the hand gestures appropriately, or the body gesture, whatever you do appropriately. You cannot be keep walking and telling a story. I am saying use the space, but as per the story. You cannot be for that. The children are here. You go there and keep saying, hey, you know what happened? Everybody has to turn. Nobody will listen. So you need to know how to use it, right? And very important one, while portraying the characters in the story, you need to know how to bring the characters. Like you need to take the face, you need to take the voice, you need to take the body language. You need to, for example, sometimes you can use props for small children, like Shriyan said. Use a chart. For example, you might know this, no? The crow story. They could not drink the water, and the stones are, they have to prepare a chart, simple chart, crow, and write the story name on the heading. I don't know if we have that chart still. And we put that jar, and we tried to put the stone pebbles kind of thing. We had made it out of the paper round, and we used to try to take so like that. So you need to make it innovative, so that the children like it. They will also try to come and do. Give. I want to put it. So you should allow them. So this is how you need to make it very innovative and interesting, right? So this you need to remember. Be creative, innovative, and interesting, so that the children come back to you. Children be there along with you whole time, listening to you, right? You cannot be keep doing something always perfect or always this way. You should be very thinking out of the box. What we can do this time differently, like that. So like the other day, the Samyukta told we can use the straw instead of the stick. It's okay. So like that we can use, it was COVID time. You know what I used? I used a, broomstick, where you have the coconuts stick. So I use coconut stick for the narration. It is not for me, for my daughter. And she got some national level first prize for that. Coconut stick, and we made a cotton box and we did a story on that. So we had no other option. We didn't have anything else. So the present India also we use that. So that way you can think whatever is possible and be very innovative in the way what you narrate, right? And there is a telling style. What is the telling style you like? Okay.
I like this by using puppets.
Okay. So that is called as, that is a creativity part. How the telling style, for example, there are styles where you sing and tell, right? There are telling styles where you tell with like, you know what happened that day. So that is one kind of telling style. There are telling styles like me, where I use hand gestures, I jump and I make them jump and that way. So what is the impressive telling style that you have seen? Accept. Anything? No, not coming to your mind. No problem. Shreya?
Presentation.
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 Oh, PPT. Good. Yes, right. Shreyansh, what do you think? What is impressive to you, this telling style?
When telling the story, what's impressive for me is that how they express it. Like if they're looking at you, and then it's like the suspense that they create. The eye contact really works, because if you're just looking somewhere and saying and then, well, like it doesn't have the same effect as if you're
Body language, right? You like body, he like PPT associated storytelling. You like body language associated storytelling. Sanviji, how do you like it?
I like it when they use slides and PPTs and create the scenes in that and they enact it.
So again, for you also you need a visual communication, right? And Samyukta ji, so how do you like telling a style? What story style do you like? Like singing and telling a story, or dancing and telling a story, or listening like with audio visual, like
Can
how
we
they
tell multiple things?
yeah, anyway you can know what impressed you recently, some way, right? For example, for me, what impresses me is singing. So like I said, right? So my counterpart storytellers who sing, they write their own songs. They start with the song and they go to the story again on song, then story. So that is what I used for my daughter also. So like with the songs, so then she tried that and it went well. So like that comes good. So in Tamil also we have something called Villu Paatu, where they give story, singing, and then story. Singing, story. So like that, there are few methods which I really liked. That somehow I get nice vibrations with that. Like that, Samyukta ji, what do you like? What way of storytelling?
I like it when they dance, and I like it when the story is very interesting and they're expressing it well and they're going into the detail. Like in Harry Potter books, it is going into the detail, but in the movies, it's not like that. I like it that when it's going
Yes,
into the
yeah. Right. So you like more on again both audio visual as well as the body movements. Right. Okay. So this is how you should see the audience and decide, not ask for your interest. Okay. You know, right, with whom you are going to tell the story. So based on that, you do based on their age, change the medium. Don't always think that the body language alone is enough. So you can use it with, like I said, songs. You can do it as per like for example puppets or hand gestures, but that is all creative way, but you can think about the audience however and do it. Okay. And for there is something called memory or repetitive things. So that also you should try for the small children. For example, one rabbit, he is searching for something, so he is meeting some animal friends on the way. So he keep meeting one, and while coming back, he's again keep meeting the same. So you need to ask the children, and they should say dog, and then they will say rabbit. Every time you come to that place, you tell about that, describe that place, then they will remember. Okay, tortoise. So like that, you should. This is called as a memory recoining story where it is more on, like we did this recently, remember that in the about the Krishna story in Guruji's clubhouse, I think, right? So we did this, like we were asking one story to the like Krishna's mother asked him to open the mouth, and he saw some she saw the whole universe there, right? So I asked one by one what all, we put a PPT and showed, and then we closed it and asked what all, one by one, tell me, right? So like that is also a memory. So like that you can use it for some historical stories also, like this Ravana, so that it goes into the mind of the children. Okay, so this is what is the theory class today. Okay, let us get into the practicals. Many of you have not submitted the story yet. Try to do that. Okay, so today, for tomorrow's day, tomorrow is your day, right? So tomorrow is your day where you need to narrate your story. So for that, you need to choose, right? I will give you few topics. You need to choose what topic you want to narrate. Okay, it is not going to be easy because it is very innovative and you need to write a story, and the topic will be a scientific topic. For example, why is the sun always seen in the morning in the east? Something like that. So something funny. So you cannot write the actual technical science topic. You need to be imaginative. I will give you one imaginative story like that. Now, that is the practical session today. From that, you need to see, oh, like this we have to do. Okay. So this is a classical fairy tale. Okay. Are you all ready? Listen to me. A story of a poor brother who is rewarded by a generous mill. Okay. This is a classical fairy tale. So once upon a time, there were two brothers. Two brothers. One wealthy and the other one is poorish. So when Christmas Eve arrived, the poor man had not a scrap of meat or bread in his house. So he went to his brother and pleaded with him to give him something for the Christmas day. Please give me something, brother, in the God's name. He said like that. It wasn't the first time the brother hadn't been forced to give him something. He wasn't any happier about being asked now and then, give me something, something, something. So he said, if you do what I want, I will give you the whole ham. The poor one thanked him and promised to do so. Well, here is the ham. Now you must go straight to dead man's hall, said the rich brother, throwing the ham to him. Well, I will do what I have promised, said the other one, and he took the ham and set off. He continued throughout the entire day till he arrived at the location with a bright light at the hall. So I have no doubt this is the place, the man thought. He has the ham also in his hand. So in the outhouse, an elderly man with a long white beard was chopping logs. Good evening, the man said. Who is this? The brother. The brother said, who is the ham? Good evening. Good evening to you. At this hour, where are you going? The old man asked. If I am on the correct route, I am going to that dead gully's hall. The sad brother said, oh yes, you are right enough, for it is here, the old man said. When you get inside, they will all want to buy your ham, for they do not get much meat to eat there. But you must not sell it unless you can get the hand mill that stands behind the door for it. When you come out again, I will teach you how to stop the hand mill. That is useful for almost everything. Okay, so now, so the man with the ham thanked the other old man and knocked at the door. The door opened. When he walked in, everything went just as the old man said. So there were big hall. Then people were surrounding him like ants on a anthill. You have seen ant on the anthill? Anybody? Have you seen it? No?
Yes.
You have not seen ants on
We
Sorry?
have.
You have seen, right? Okay. So they were all surrounding him. Everyone trying to say, I want this hammers for this price, that price, that price. By rights, my old woman and I should have it for Christmas dinner. The guy remarked, one guy who I want, who is bidding. But since you have your heart set on it, I must give it to you, this guy is saying. But if I sell it, I will have the handmill that is standing there behind the door. So because he need to give it. So he is asking that. They refused to hear it at first because they are all bargaining. I want it for this price, that price, this price. They are all shouting and shouting. He is very tired. So then he was saying, no, only when you give the handmill, I can sell it. So when the man returned to the yard, he inquired at the old woodcutter, right? Asked how to stop the handmill because it is going on and on. Then he taught him, hey, do like this. Then it will be okay. He thanked him and set off home as quickly as he could. Arriving after the clock had struck 12. What is at 12? The start of the story I told you. What is at 12? Anybody? It's a Christmas Eve. Ah, correct. So, where in the world have you been? I have been here for hours, and I don't even have 2 sticks to place across each other under the porridge pot to prepare something. So the old woman who is with him asked, oh, I couldn't come earlier since I had something important to see and a long way to go. But now you will simply have to wait. So the sad brother replied, and then he placed the handmill on the table. You remember the handmill? Telling it to grind light fire, then a tablecloth, then the food and everything fit for the Christmas lunch. So the mill obediently did so. Bless me, the old woman said. So as one thing after the other appeared, she wanted to know where her husband had got everything. So how he got so many things. It doesn't matter where I brought it from. You can tell it's a nice one, and the water that turns it won't freeze. So the man explained everything. So he ground up enough meat, and then he got some drinks to drink and the other things for the Christmas season. So he invited his friends also for the feast. They were all surprised. Huh? This guy was poor, and how he is able to get so much of all these things? So now the wealthy brother saw everything, and he was like quite disturbed and angry, and he grudged that, oh, on Christmas he was so poor that he came to me and pleaded for a little for God's sake, and today he gives feast as if he's a king, he thought. But for the sake of the heavens, tell me where you obtained your riches, he came and asked his brother. He did not choose to please his brother on that issue. So he said, who owned the mill, right? From behind the door. So, but later that evening, when he had taken a drop too much, he could not refrain from describing how he had come by the handmill. So there is one story where he, you see, that is what has brought me all the good fortune, he explained him, pulling out the mill, and then it grind one thing after the other. And then he used to get everything. So when the brother saw this, he insisted, hey, because of my arm, you got this mill. Give me the mill, right? Because this mill is giving him everything, whatever he wanted. So this brother became cunning. He's already rich, but still he wants this from him. He's saying, no, I got it now. I will not give. If I keep it that long, I can make it, and I can only get whatever I want for a long time, at least for a year. I will not give you. You might assume that the mill did not rust throughout that period. No. You don't know how to use it. You give it to me, the rich brother is saying. So they both are fighting now that I want. As the dinner approached, he placed the mill on the kitchen table and said, grind this, give me milk porridge and everything. So quickly he started getting everything. So this mill is granting whatever wishes he is asking. So from that he is able to eat and he is able to sustain. So this man, he twisted and turned it, and he suddenly the mill stopped to work. He doesn't know what happened. He thought, oh no, what did I do? The mill was working and it is not working now. So the mill was grinding and giving porridge and did everything and it is not working. He became very sad. Then he threw open his tools box and he started to replace something. Oh, it is not still working. He became very tense. He doesn't know what to do. So he is calling that old man and asking, old man, I don't know what happened. The one which I got it from your place is not working anymore now. What to do? So now it is already late. We need to have dinner, and I don't know what to do. So he's all tensed because he don't know what to do. So his friends are also called, but no, he doesn't know how to set it right. And already his brother is like very this one, right, wanted to do. So what he said, hey brother, you wanted this mill, right? You come, you give me this much money, I will give you this. He wants to give it to the brother so that he will get the money. Of course it is cheating, but then he said okay, and then he gave some money and he got it. And then this poor brother, with that money, he bought whatever he could, and he set up everything in his farmhouse and gave the food to his brother. After a long time, what happened? Whoever wished from that mill, it came out as salt. You know salt. So it could only make salt now because it is broken, and it could make only salt. So this guy, he was very angry. Whoever is rich, no, he got very angry. This guy cheated me, and he threw the mill where? Under the sea. You know what is the story? This is how the sea got the salty water, because the mill is all the time operating, and giving lot of salt. So it went under the sea and producing salt. Now you know how the sea got the salt. This is just a fairy tale. It is not true. But like this, you should also imagine something and tell a story. I will give you a fact, but you should tell us some cooked up story like this. Okay, this is actually a fairy tale. So like this. So the brothers mill produced salt, which is still under the sea. This is the imagination, right, Shriyansh? Go ahead.
I heard a similar story, but it was something else. I think it was a small shaker or something. He has to say it, and then the same thing happened, and then oh no, it was an axe, and so that was a magical, and then that can get lots of things like this. And then what happened was the brother and his wife went on a ship, and then pretending they were salt merchants, pretending. And then when the captain asked if we could buy some salt off you because we're lacking some, they said okay. And then they didn't know how to stop it, and so it was pouring from the sky, and then it was finally stopped. But then there was too much salt in the sea already, so
so this mill was giving everything whatever they wanted, but this younger brother who was poor, no, he didn't know how to operate. Suddenly he was like, hurry, oh, your friends are coming for dinner, I need to do this tabak. It was broken. And then he cheatingly sold it for some money, and he got the money, and this brother threw it this is so waste, and that gave part of salt. This is just an imagination. So similarly, I will give you a topic. Okay, so based on that topic, you need to make something like this, very interesting, but it should not be a fact. Okay, you should not give a fact out of it, right? Okay, so what topic do you think? Science topic you want to choose? Anybody? Shriyansh, do you have anything in
How the planets were formed.
What is the topic?
How are planets formed? Basically, how are the other planets formed? Basically, everything except from Earth.
Okay, but you want to make it a creative one, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
But don't you think it's science? Is it a science fact that is about creation? Take some science fact, some particular science fact. Okay, for example, I will give you 4 or 5 topics. You can choose something. Okay. Sorry. How did the tortoise got its shell?
Oh.
Okay.
How
Okay.
did the giraffe get
Wait.
its stripes?
Okay, yeah, you could. Or how did
The tiger?
this?
How did the tiger get its stripes?
How did the camel got its hump? Right? You see the hump, right? How did the camel got its hump? Or you can choose something like, okay, the hibiscus. How did the hibiscus has this semen out, right? You have seen it, hibiscus? Hibiscus flower? You have not seen hibiscus flower? Sanviji, you know hibiscus flower?
Yes, yes.
So the hibiscus flower has this outside, right? Where so why is it outside? Something like this. So you need to, I will give you whichever topic you want, you can choose that in whatever I'm saying. And then you should write your own story. Something creative and innovative. Sorry.
Can we not
So-
say it in an audio?
No, that is tomorrow's class. You're all going to say. Each one will say one story. You can narrate any way you want. That's what we discussed today. What way you like, you can do it. Right? So, so let us see what story we can take. One is how the tortoise got its shell. So who wants to tell that?
Maybe.
Okay. You yourself? Okay.
Maybe.
Shriya. Okay, maybe. What is maybe? And then second one is how the camel got its hump. Okay, hump. Second one. Akshay ji, you want to say how the camel got its hump? Okay. And Samyukta ji, do you want to talk about the hibiscus? Or Sanvi ji? Who wants to say? Sanvi ji, why the hibiscus got its semen outside? Right? Okay. Right. And what else we can say? What is something special about anything else? Some animal, some bird. What else?
Why
Some-
is the giraffe neck so Ma'am, like why the sunflower dances with the sunflower?
We should take some special feature. For example, like hibiscus flower, this one is out, or the tortoise got the shell extra.
How the tiger got its stripes?
Sorry,
How the tiger
How
got
the-
its stripes?
stripes. Okay, that is also interesting. But you can come
How the
something more.
elephant got its long trunk?
That's a good.
Got its long tail.
That's a good idea. Okay, so Samyukta ji can say about how the elephant got its long trunk. So you can say something, but you should not tell some known story. You should be writing your own story and say. Okay,
Can I
you should
tell? Can I tell almost a known story, but in my fully own version?
No, it should be little innovative. For example, like now I said, the mills, can a mill really be producing salt? No, something it is like a
I'll
funny
make
story.
my own version of that story, fully innovative version, like how you.
Yeah, so something of your version, but this topic, yeah. So whichever topic you are choosing, you should choose only that. You cannot take others topic, because one's topic, if everybody will say, it is very confusing. So whoever wants to choose your topic, please stick to that. Okay, right? So any other thing that any insect also you can take, for example, housefly or mosquito.
Why
Or anything
mosquito sucks blood?
That is a normal living. So you can think something special feature. You can think about some special feature. Like I said, no tortoise has this one, right? So like that, you can take some special.
Stings.
Like how why cockroach has a outer exoskeleton?
Too much, man. Too much technical. I don't know how easy it is to understand too much technical things. You are old enough, but all are not old enough here. I mean, Akshat and
I am
Hussein.
11 years old.
I can see that. That's why you want to take too much scientific topic. We can take some little bit scientific, not too involved. Okay, you can decide on what you want to take so that we can go ahead with it. Like, or you can take something from nature also, like trees, plants, something. Why is the trees not walking, or something interesting, or about something which you think. What else we can say? Like you said about this, or you can say elephant has one tusk broken and one long. You have seen that? You can talk about it also. The tusk, white tusk, right? The elephants.
Mom, I will talk about the trunk.
Trunk, okay. Elephant's trunk by Samyukta ji. You can put the group, okay, your story, so that I will know what story you are talking. I will forget. Sanvi ji will talk about hibiscus. And Akshat ji will talk about which one? I forgot already. So,
Camel thumb.
Camel thumb. Very interesting. I want to know about it. How this camel would have got its hump. Why it is so special getting the hump. Don't tell the fact that it needs to store the fat and water and all that. That is the fact. Don't tell that. Shriyansh, what do you want to say?
Turtle shell, or how the tiger got its stripes.
Okay, please don't take two, 3 topics. Stick to one topic only. Which one? But put it in the group, whichever you want to choose. Today we didn't see 2 of them, who are Ritvik and Vibhav or Vaibhav, what's his Akshat's brother. So Akshat, you can tell your brother. Yeah, Akshat, you can tell your one topic. Shriyansh, it's okay. Tiger stripes, Shriyansh will take. You can ask your brother to ask about the tortoise, how it got the shell. Okay, Akshat, you can tell your brother how tortoise got its. Okay, you are going to tell about the camel's hump, and he is going to tell about the tortoise shell, and Shriyansh will talk about the stripes, correct? Stripes of the tiger or whatever. And Sanvi ji is going to take a flower, and Samyukta ji is going to take about an elephant. I do not know who is this Rupa ji, and the child. Any of you know them? No? You know them in the Kathajyoti? You have seen them earlier? No, I too don't know. Okay. Okay, or else. Okay, so Krithvik didn't come, so I don't know how to tell him the story heading. So if they want, they can. You put it in the WhatsApp group so that they will know. They can come back and ask. Okay. You all should remember your topic. Don't work on others' topic. Okay. So you put their topic. Topic name, the person's name. Write it like that so that I will also know what you're going to talk. Right? Are you know your name?
My name is Ramakrishna Bhatt.
Ramakrishna, you are going to you want to narrate a story tomorrow?
Can I tell about any story?
Okay, I will tell you one topic. Okay, in that topic, you need to write your own creative story. For example, Shriyansh is going to say how the tiger got stripes. Simply his own story, how the tigers got stripes. And Akshat is going to say about how there are, you see camel, right? Camel got,
This is my little brother, ma'am. This is my little brother. He is wanting to say a story.
Okay.
Hello, it
Any
is
other
Arobat.
Shriyansh, we can give.
Pardon? It cuts.
Any other topic do you think we can give it for? I forgot his name. He said something, right?
Ramakrishna. My name.
Ma'am, he is from Bhagjyoti.
From Vagjyoti. Okay. What you want to join tomorrow? I forgot your name. What is your name?
My
Rupa.
name is Ramakrishna Bhatt.
Ramakrishna.
My name is Aru Bhatt.
Hi. Ramakrishna, you want to join tomorrow?
Yes. I'll tell a story, Ji.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Ramakrishna.
why lions are the king of, why lion is the king of the jungle?
That is also imagination. That is,
Or else, ma'am, why a tiger has a big mane?
Big?
I mean, lion has a big mane. M-A-N.
that's the idea.
See,
Okay,
why lives only in water?
what is it?
See, why fish lives only in water?
Why fish lives only in water? Okay, that is also good. I don't know, but how
Ma'am,
much they can.
why lion has one big long mane?
Okay, I don't know if Ramakrishna ji is interested in that. He wants to tell his own story. Since he didn't attend any of the sessions, let him do whatever he wants. Since you already all are attended,
Ma'am,
you
but
all go.
Ma'am, but
Yes.
you only told it should be innovative and interesting. It will
I
not
know,
be
but
fair.
he didn't
He will do it easily. We will do it.
No, there is nothing marks given. Okay, we can give him one story if he wants. He can use it, right? Ramakrishna ji. So, what story you want to do? You want to talk about how how lion got this roaring, something like that. You want to talk about that?
Should I make my own story about it?
Yes, right. How the lions are roaring like that. You have heard lions roaring, or if you don't want about, you can say about the fox. You have heard fox in the night they do. Ooh. You know that?
Yes.
You know that, or the howls, right? Anything, any sound you can take.
Yeah.
Either house hooting or the fox do. Okay, so we are giving the topic for Ramakrishna ji. How the fox is hooting. Sanvi ji, if everybody keep messaging, it will be very difficult.
I'll try my best to come, Ji. I don't know really. I'll try.
Sanvi ji, you write down each one story and you put it. Only Sanvi ji will put it. Each one will put it. It will be difficult. Sanvi ji, your story. How the hibiscus
Ma'am,
got.
I already put it on WhatsApp.
You put it, it's okay. I want everything together. So she'll put it also once together. And Samyukta ji's story, how she said something. What is it?
It's on WhatsApp. Why do elephants have long trunks?
One long trunk, but not from the science pack, your own story. And Akshat ji is going to talk about the hump of the camel, and his brother is going to talk about the turtle's
Shell?
shell. And Shriyansh is going to talk about the stripes of the tiger. Okay. If Ramakrishna ji is joining, he will talk about how the fox is. Ooh, it does this, right? How he got that? Why is he doing, or why is he doing that? Hana?
I like the lion roar. I think.
Okay, you can edit. Sorry. Why is this lion roaring?
Okay. Can I tell how did he get his roar?
How did he get its roar? Okay, good. But your own story. You can write anything. You can write anything. Your imagination. Okay, nice, very nice. So Ramakrishna ji will say, how did the lion is roaring? Okay, how he got the roar. Everybody got a story. Very nice. I'm very eagerly waiting. We learned so many techniques in the past 3 days. The different sounds from different places also. You should use it. I'll be waiting to see if you are all using throat, nose, head, chest, stomach. You should be innovative, okay? Whichever way you want. Singing or dancing or some puppet or just voice and body modulation. Anything you want. I'm eagerly waiting to see you all tomorrow. Please join on time. So that if you want, you can set up a mood like this. See my background. I have set up picture. Like that you can set up your place. For example, camel will be on a desert. So the Akshayji will put a desert background. Or Sanviji will put some garden background with hibiscus. Samyukta ji will put some forest background where elephant can come. And Shriyansh ji can put, what is this topic? Some, again, forest or something where the tigers
Some
will live.
turtles shell.
Yeah, so that is Vibhav, I think. And Roop and Ramakrishnan ji also can put a forest background where they talk about the lions, right? Okay, very
I
nice.
think I can't put the forest background, ji.
Whichever one you want to put, so that the background should be related to lion. Okay,
But I'll
right.
try. I'll try.
Okay, Akshay ji, ending prarthana. He's very good at.
Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanu Nanyam Buduna La Ideha Mana Buddhi La Sachidanandatma Shivananane Shivoham 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 Atmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Satyadarshanam Antarjyotihi Bahirjyotihi Pratyajyotihi Paratparaha Jyotireva Jyotihi Swayam Jyotihi Atmajyotihi Shivosmyaham. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Very nice. Thank you for joining again today. Tomorrow, I am very eagerly waiting to see how much you have all learned. Okay, very nice. Come up with a background so that
My
it is
little brother was